take a look at these jerseys. They're actually not too bad. I didn't spend a whole ton of time on them, but they look decent. They look pretty good. This is the home jersey. Went pretty basic, you know, the stripe through the middle, logo and such. I like the white outline on it. But yeah, red, black, and kind of orangish brown as an accent. Works well for, you know, the mane, the lion, as well as in contrast on that uniform. The away jersey, pretty basic as well. Kind of a flip-flop, just like changing that red to white, essentially. And the shoulders to red as well. Again, pretty simple, but I think it pops and I think it works. And then the alternate is that. I don't know. Again, didn't spend a whole ton of time on it. Probably could be better, but I kind of dig the color scheme. It's something that, yeah, you see red, you know, quite a bit in the NHL, but with this sort of color scheme, I think it contrasts pretty damn well and pops well too. So there you go. The uniforms for the Kansas City Carnivores. Yeah. All right. There we go. I don't think I changed anything, but whatever, just in case I swapped something. So here we are in free agency, where we could get a few pieces, mostly just one major-ish piece, and everything else. I don't know, get some like prospects, probably look for some prospect-ish grinders. If there were a few, sign some of them, throw them in the AHL or wherever they could do. But before we get into that, we got some winners to read off from last year's points contest. Now, no clean sweeps. A few close ones, but yeah, no clean sweeps, unfortunately. This first one is actually immensely close. It is Elijah Pettersson, and he guessed Russ, McKinnon, and Anderson. Now, McKinnon was right below Sagan, like just by like 3 points, I think, so very close on that one, Elijah. Next up here, we got Caleb Tetro, who guessed Rust and Sagan correct. Went for Hellebuck, but he wasn't up there in the stats. After that, it is the Blunder brothers. No blunder this time, guessing Rust and Price, actually. Going for McDavid, which is always a pretty safe bet. That Price was a wild card, which turned out to be the winner, and McDavid didn't go off like he can. And last but not least here, fucking Stallion Duck, guessing Cale Makar and Freddie Anderson correct, going for Thick Richie. But yeah, he started off pretty hot, but Rust was the more consistent production guy. So congrats to all of you guys, and best of luck to everyone in this coming year. So, all right, let's do it. So I think it's pretty clear. Now, the reason why I'm cool with going for Barry is we can actually, I initially was like, can we like actually go for, you know, this player type? I mean, yeah, we could, because we did make the playoffs. We did make the second round. We did sweep the Avs. So it's like, it's not like we're a complete rebuilder. If you look at this roster, you know, maybe not a lot of teams will go for it. Like, we can't sign these, you know, a lot of those star guys anyway, because they're going to be like playmakers and snipers and shit for the most part. So Tyson Barrie is a guy who I mean, he's solid, but he's had some ups and downs, right? Like, he started out good in Toronto, and then he sucked, and then, yeah, I went to Edmonton. He did okay-ish in Edmonton again, you know, but then they let him go to free agency. So he's kind of in a weird spot. Ever since, you know, 250, almost 60-point seasons in Colorado, here he is. So, bit of a reclamation project. GMs love these. I could do 4 years, but I'll do, I don't want to go too much over 8. That's the thing. St. Louis is interested in them. They were shit last year, but they're probably not listed as like a rebuild or anything like that. I could do 8-5. He will be playing, yeah, I could do 8-5 just to be safe. Yeah, I'll do that to be safe. We shouldn't run into cap issues before this is up anyway, so let's do that for 4 years. 8-5 for 4 years. He'll actually be solid for us. He could probably remain in that top 4 or top 2, at least when we start having the younger guys breaking in. So let's just do that. And then from there, I'm actually going to get some of those grinders that I was looking at, some of those potential guys. I don't know if I'll pick up Banting. 54, 19, bottom. It's bottom 6, which is what I don't like, but you never know how they grow. I'll give him like 1 3-year thing here. Yeah, we'll see if maybe he grows like crazy. I doubt it, but I'll do it anyway. Booneman, 76, 23, top 9. I think that's pretty clear that we should grab him. I'll give him 3 years as well. Max out the 2-way. Who else? Who else? I want to pick up a few of them here. If there is any more. Low bottom 6, nope. Yeah, Zuzar Kyra, he's not going to grow anymore. He's a NHLer, which we don't necessarily need. Hopefully he gets picked up by someone. Again, Maliston, 24. Probably swoop him up. His defense isn't great, but we'll see what he can get to. One other team's interested in him too, so. Does he want... I think I can only do 2 years here. Yeah, because it goes way too high. Oh. He's tendered. They'll probably get him back. Yeah, they'll most likely get him back, but whatever. We'll offer it anyway. At least he'll get signed somewhere and play somewhere and get better. Maybe we can pick him up later down the road. We can guarantee that by doing that. Alright, other than that, low bottom 6s. No road, man. Top 9. Oh, hell yeah. 76-23 top 9. Fuck yeah. Let's grab this guy. Looks like he wants a one-way. Yeah, he wants a one-way. Ooh, man. Alright, you know what? We'll only do 1 year because he wants that one-way. Yeah. And then we could probably get him to 2 ways after that. Alright. And here we go. Altonen. 63 at 20. Oh, never mind. That's a playmaker. Okay, we're out of the grinder. So that'll be good. That'll be good for that. There was maybe some... I'm looking for some maybe prospects here. Gauthier, 76-23, power forward. Let's see, we already got, what, 3 other dudes? I can't go too crazy here. We'll see what this guy is, though. Power forward, I kind of... Alright, I think I can only do 1 year here. We'll try that out. Logan Brown, huh? Well, he has terrible face-off, so I'm not a fan. Drake Batherson. They also might be tendered. Yeah, he's tendered. Yeah, Logan. Okay, Batherson and Brown are tendered. Let's see. Anything else here? Whoa. Probably tendered. There's no way. Yeah, okay, okay. All right, you know what? Let me just do this. This will be a lot better. You know what? If I'm just looking for prospects, which I should be, let me go to 2 ways here. Let's... I think it's still sorted, but whatever. Alright, so... Altonen, Hirvonen, 2-way forward center. So, it drops off of the top 6 is pretty quick. There is that, but he's 74-25. He's not getting anywhere. Hirvonen's probably someone you could take a chance on. Probably the only one you take a chance on. Maybe this Tepley guy, but Hirvonen's actually, you know, good. He actually, with top 9, like, if they're not a grinder with only top 9 at this point, then they're only going to be 4th line, which is not really worth it because I plan to have a 4th line grinder line. This guy might be 3rd line if he gets really lucky, so he'll be the only one I sign from here. I'll max him out 3 years. And give him that. Alright, and that'll be it for that. We still needed that goalie, and I think, who was I going to grab? Probably just Lindblom guy. Because he had a lot of room, right? He's not going to be great, but he has room. Our alternative is getting Parsons and having 2 guys, him and the other guy, maybe fighting it out to becoming a backup and see whoever grows and whoever they can kind of split time relatively well. That's also a decent idea. I kind of like both those ideas. Just getting a guaranteed backup or 2 guys to duke it out. You know, let's get the 2 guys. I don't know if I'll be able to, you know, I'll play it safe and do 2 years. Because I don't know if I'll actually be able to snag that, and I don't want to waste time. Alright, there we go. That'll be our free agency here. Gonna have a lot of guys on contract, but that's alright. Won't really become an issue for the next couple years. Yeah, I did the coaches as well. I'm redoing all my HL, and I decided I'm actually going to stick with all my NHL coaches, simply because there wasn't anything that I fell in love with for NHL, especially in the teaching side of things. And if we're not going to have any prospects in the NHL, which we simply don't, then there's no real reason to get that. So I'm skipping that for now. Wait until we find, you know, better stuff. I'm getting rid of all my AHL guys, though, and getting new AHL guys, hopefully. And let's exit out of all this stuff. Clear the block. Hopefully, we won't have to do it again, but we probably will. Alrighty. And let's see if everyone wants to sign here. Alright, there's our AHL head coach. Sweet. Alright, AHL associate. Awesome. Both these guys have like A- teaching, I think, or A. And then our assistant. So, boom. We got all three of those guys better teaching, which definitely we wanted to do. I don't think I needed to sign any more of those prospects. I think I signed all of them, but just for... just to make sure. RC, no, he's staying off. He's too low overall right now. I really hope he jumps. Yeah, we signed them all. Lambos is exemption. These three guys are going to play AHL. Perfect. And everyone else, yeah. All right. So there we go. We are just about ready. Do I want to do any extensions? I don't think so. Rust. Probably want to keep Rust around, as he's been pretty good. Plus, he'll be UFA. Like, if he gets a jump, we're going to want him on some kind of contract if we want to be able to trade him at any point. So let's see what he wants. It'll be worth it no matter what. Yeah, 4-5 for 3 years is pretty damn good for what he's bringing to the table. It's a bit lower than that, actually. 4-4. Yeah. Is it that? No. Okay. 4-4 for 3 years. Can't get Sanum because we just signed him. Shaw, I would love to keep him around. I thought he was the right wing, left wing. No, he's right wing center with decent. Okay. So yeah, he plays center well. Yeah, I want to get Shaw back. I'll probably sign him to 4-year extension actually, and takes him right up till he's done growing. He's solid enough, and this is a fair enough deal for him, honestly. 1.675 essentially for what he brings to the table. Hell yeah. I want to keep around Shaw, so there we go. That'll take him up to he's like 34. Wood, I don't think we get him back on any. I mean, we could sign him now. Yeah, why not? He's only gonna be playing depth. We're not gonna run out of cash. This is a better deal than he's at right now, just in case we want it. We're gonna run into any cap. I doubt we would run into any sort of cap issue, but you never know. Clutterbuck doesn't want to come back. That sucks. Not yet, at least. Klim Kostin. Yeah, I'll sign him. Ooh, what the... No. What? What was that about? All right, that'll be it. Okay. So, that's that. Let's see if we get them signed, and then we'll hop up. Yeah, we got Gauthier, Booneman, Twerinski. Yeah. Mallison is tendered. We got Barry, big. That's the big one. Let's see everyone else. Yeah, I figured they would match it. So it's whatever. All that matters is that he's actually going to get played. Hopefully he continues to grow. Maybe we can pick him up later. We got Shawzy back, Wood, Rust. I think that was everyone. Yes, sir. And I already checked. There's no other good scouts. That's how it is. The first 2 years you can't get much. It's that the third year, going into that third year where the scouts are really going to start getting good, and that's when you can start up in your pool. So we're keeping that. Anyway, I'm going to sim up here, get the lines and scouts taken care of and everything, and I'll see you guys in a bit. All right, so here are the lines for the Kansas City Carnivores this year. Richie, Backlund, Rust, then Kreider, Gambrell, and Neal on the second line now, getting +3 there. Gambrell loves that second line. And I figure if he's ever going to get good and have a good year, this is the time to do it, especially with Kreider and Neal on his wings. Then Dzingel, Forsbacka, Carlson, and Kostin as your third line. Had to move up JFK because initially it started with Derek Ryan, who looked okay for it, but then I remembered he's actually a playmaker, so we can't use him in the NHL. Can only use him as perhaps an AHL ringer. So that's what we got. I put him down there. He's playing with our two young power forwards, Kelly Belly and Igor Kaigadorov. So he'll be feeding the puck to these two. So hopefully that'll be good. He's a good old veteran presence to teach these young guns how to play. We got a grinder third line there of Kamano, Booneman, and Twerinski. And yeah, anyway, that's that. We got Juleson in here. Flood playing with Capobianco. I don't know if he's ever going to get up there, but we'll see. Alrighty. So that's that, and then special teams. I did tweak a couple things. I moved around. I put Costin in there. I moved like DeZingle around. Got +1 here by moving Sanheim up. So him and Barry gonna be playing on that power play together. We'll see. I don't know if it'll be good or not, but we'll see. Let's get him under 1 times. 4-man I didn't touch. Whatever. Penalty kill. Whatever it is, it is. Same thing, all that. I really didn't touch most of this stuff because, again, this isn't quite my team yet. I did pick this team, but I could care less what the lines are playing. Like, we're not prioritizing growth. We're not trying to be good. Whatever happens, happens. We're very, we're in a mindfulness state right now on this team. So that's what it is. All right, and then depth guys, Dahlstrom and Wood. So there we go. All good. There we go. Oh, yeah, captains. It's still Kreider captain, Backlund an alternate, and then I gave a letter to Barry because I just figured that makes sense. He's going to be with us for a few years. Let's make him an alternate. He's a veteran guy, going to be our top 2 defensemen. I'm playing Sanheim here in the top 4 because that's still where he's listed. He's not going to get good chemistry anywhere in this system, so might as well play him in his role. It did look like he grew 1 overall. If we can get him to grow like 1 more overall, I'll be totally happy. Even if we don't, 84 isn't too bad. It's really not too bad, so... yeah, that'll be that. Keep playing Mete and Foot and in here in the top 6 together because I fucking love it. Yeah. So yeah, they might jump. If they do jump, I'll consider shifting them both up to that top 4 together. We will see. We'll cross that bridge if and when we get to it. So there we go. You've seen the lines now. Make your predictions for the scoring and the goaltenders. Do it. All right. And now we move on and get this season underway. Although, hold on, someone didn't want a contract who I might have wanted back. Do I want to check on that and see if they want a contract now? It's Clutterbuck. He still doesn't want a contract. Does Klim Kostin still want like 5 mil? You know, what the hell's up with that? I don't know why he wants that much. It's hilarious though. Yeah, I don't think he's even played in our NHL yet. Weird. I wonder if that means he's gonna jump up. We'll see. Although I think we would have seen the jumps right now. I don't know actually. Anyway, let's get going. Let's get to the first stoppage here. And see what we can see. Okay. We gotta make some moves again. See, they're trying to trade the playmaker. Like, get this guy out of the system. Alright. There we go. So let's see. Let's do it. How are we going to do? Wow, we actually won the first game in a shootout. Then we lost in a shootout. Then we lost. All right, we'll see. I don't know. I doubt we catch lightning in a bottle like we did in the last season. But again, you never really know with EA simulation. I don't see it happening, but again, we now have Tyson Barrie, so that's a good player. We should sim poorly now that we have a good player. All right, scouts are all good. We'll see. We shall see. Starting off the season with a 3-1 loss, and then a 4-2 loss. We might actually tank this year. Skip the first thing. Oh, goodness. Oh, no. Cal Foot's injured. That sucks. Didn't want that to happen. We'll see. Is he going to jump? Oh, I guess that was the jump. All right. So throw Dahlstrom in there. Still maintain a +1. All right. 2-3-0 now. 3-3-0. I don't know, man. We're hovering around 500 right now. If we get going, you could probably make the play. We'll probably make the playoffs again if we get going, which we may do. All right. That guy that didn't actually go out. Oh my goodness. We're back and forth. Okay. Barry's injured now. I don't think what's his name's back either. No. So now Barry's injured, which means we got to use a left winger there on defense. In Wood, who was severely demoralized. But it is what it is, man. Yeah, he really doesn't like not playing. Look at that morale. Oh, you just gotta get good, buddy. Just got James Neal in the shootout. Holy shit. Alright, there we go. Just put him in everywhere. Don't care. Backlund on the shootout, man. You're down bad when that's what your shootout lineup's looking like. But it doesn't seem to be affecting our record too much because we're 500 frickin' team. Barry's back, thank goodness. Didn't want him out for too long. God, if this game could not be butt slow, that'd be amazing. Cannot wait to get my new system. Still Scalper City though, man. I ain't in a rush. There's not really any crazy, amazing, great games coming out. At least that I've noticed. I didn't even get Assassin's Creed Valhalla, man. I just I fell out of love with Assassin's Creed. They're just like, it was too many of them, like just so fucking often. Like I played the first one, the second one was actually absolutely incredible. Brotherhood was good, Revelations was good, and then it's just like a game was coming out every single fucking year. I'm just like, I'm a kind of guy, I'm a binge gamer, like I'm a binge watcher. Like right now I'm playing the shit out of like a certain game, and then I probably won't play it for like months on end. Like that is kind of how I am. It's like I'll do that, and it's just like when a game is coming out in that category every single year, it's like you don't get to enjoy the game. In my opinion, like you play through it once and then, I don't know. The arts need to be about the arts more. And that's the problem with video gaming right now is everyone's just trying to make a buck. And that's nothing on the artists themselves, like the designers, everyone. They got their hearts in it. It's the fucking suits, man. It's the goddamn suits who all they care about is profit margin. And honestly, gaming is in such a weird spot with some of the games coming out where it's like a lot of them have potential to be good, but it's just like they're rushed out or like, you know, they're immediately, oh, this one's success, let's fucking expand upon it, let's make a sequel immediately or whatever. If you have a successful series, all of a sudden a game's coming out every single year. It's just like, fuck me, man. Just like, why? You gotta let the games, I don't know, maybe that's just me. I could be like in the minority here. It's just like, man, just when a game comes out and it's so fucking good, let it sit. You know, that's what something Halo did so goddamn well. And that was also at a time when that was just what it was like when a game would come out. It would be a while till you got a sequel, but man, Halo 2, whew, that was honestly a near perfect game. Multiplayer changed the goddamn world of online multiplayer, just in general, as well. Oh, here's a stoppage point. As well as as well as shooters. Like it really was like that first like amazing shooter. Oh man, I could continue to rant on this like for fucking hours. I might do that, but let's check out some stats here. So we're out of the playoffs. Yeah, we're allowing a lot of goals. Decent special teams though. We'll see where our production's coming from. But yeah, we're allowing a shit ton of goals now. Gambrell's actually not doing too bad. Neal's doing good. Gambrell's doing good. Shaw has actually got a ton of points. Oh, Dzingel, not great. That first line is god-awful, though. Yeah. Oh, well. They weren't going to continue what they did. Barry's kicking ass points-wise. And both goaltenders are absolute ass. Which is okay. Is Quick playing more? I think he was. Whatever, I don't really care. Hi. Sorry. Alright, that off. Let's go up another month here. But anyway, back on topic of the video game thing. For me, it's like, you gotta let a game be loved by communities for a while. I think you gotta let a game stand on its own 2 feet. And I think that's where Assassin's Creed kind of lost me. Is that a game, maybe they're not coming out every year. Maybe I'm just getting fucking old and every 2 years feels like every year. I can't remember, but, I just lost interest in the series at the same time. You know, it just... There's only so many places and people you can fill the shoes of. I think the last Assassin's Creed game I played all the way through was Black Flag, and I don't even view that as an Assassin's Creed game. It's honestly a pirate game. It's a fantastic pirate game. But yeah. And you know, maybe I'm missing stuff, but it is what it is, man. Honestly, oh, hello. I lost my train of thought. When I started YouTube, I wouldn't say I started gaming less, but honestly, as I get older, it's just you have less and less time, or the time. Actually, at times I have more time, but that's a different story. I'm gonna continue to talk about this as we start scouting people. Shane Wright's not a two-way. We know that. I can't remember if Lambert is. Anyway, we'll just scout some of these guys. But, like, yeah, I have a decent chunk of time, but in the last couple days, I've been playing the shit out of Civilization 5. Someone mentioned it in the, you should maybe bring back and play it on the channel. I might at this point. Civilization 5 is such a good game, and Civilization 6 for me is a letdown. That's another thing. I'm not gonna blame, that's not in the same tier of, a game coming out too quick. I just felt like they tried to go in a direction with it that didn't really appeal to me. The artwork, hilariously, it's a visual thing for me. I'm one of the last people who was like a visual elitist, but there's something just off to me in my eyes about the visuals of Civ 6. I don't like it. I don't know. I can't put my finger on it. It feels like cartoony, it's a video game. But for me, it's like when Civ 5 was like the artwork on it. It was, yeah, it's not great graphics, but it looks like they tried to go with like a realism standpoint. And when you're building a civilization from the ground up, and you're role playing as a civilization and interacting with other people, like I kind of want it to be almost like a more true to life rendering rather than a cartoony rendering for me. Like that's how I am with the sort of strategy games. That's what, same with when I'm playing, Total War Warhammer. It's amazing. Well, one, because it's Warhammer. Two, because it's artwork is it's gritty. It's, it's real to life. That's why I don't play, if any of you guys are aware, tabletop, Age of Sigmar, because they went to in a very high fantasy setting where it's like, it's a lot more, it's less of that, hardcore fantasy where it's like, here's your real life, people fucking dying of plague and shit. And, now everyone's in space in different planes of existence and like, oh, no one truly dies. And they ruined a great fucking world to make that ass. But, I don't know. So like when I'm playing a game like that, I really want it to be, like a gritty, like a more true rendering, like a more realistic rendering of a world, I want the world built to be, I don't know. I don't want to say believable, because that's not it. Holy shit, look at all those unknowns. But just immersive. Like, I want it to be a pretty immersive world. Jesus Christ. Can I get some... Oh, thank you. I was like, how far down are these one ticks going? All right. But yeah, and so back on the topic of like, the Assassin's Creed type thing. The last COD game I purchased is World War II, and I'll still play that every now and then. Like, again, I was never huge into that series anyway. I played the crap out of Modern Warfare 2 and 3. Honestly, the thing is, again, those games come out too quickly. I would love, like, maybe every 2 years, because then I'd buy it when it's cheap. I'd play the campaign, maybe play a bit of multiplayer, but I feel like the campaigns are going to be pretty garbage. Modern Warfare campaigns were out of this world. Even though, World at War campaign was good, World War II campaign was pretty good, too. I don't know about the other campaigns. Again, I haven't touched them, but that's the thing with Call of Duty. It's not really a campaign-type game. People literally buy it. They don't touch the campaign, so why would they put effort into it? But that's who I am. I love stories. I love universes. And that's kind of how I play. And that's the thing I love about a game like Civ 5, or a Civilization in general, is that you're literally making your own universe. It's unfolding around you. You're making your own story with it. RPG, same things. I still play Skyrim. Again, see, that's a game that has its exceptional replayability. If Bethesda was coming out with an Elder Scrolls game every couple years, that would be horrible, because I'm still learning new stuff about Skyrim to this day. To this day, I learn new things about Skyrim. And I bet you there's so many cool Easter eggs and stuff in those Assassin's Creed games and all this other stuff to do. Like, again, I'll still go back and play Black Flag. I'm still 100%ing that shit, finding all the treasure chests, doing all that stuff. It's like, you put all this effort, all these artists put their heart and soul into these games. They put all these cool stuff for you to find, and people are moving on so quickly because another game's coming out. Because that development company and their goddamn spun, the people in suits at the top, they don't have that passion that their developers have, that the artists have, and so they're just like, all right, let's make a new one, fucking do it. Which, I guess for one thing, it does keep, those artists and stuff employed, but I think you could do similar stuff by just, coming out with regular updates, and it would be nice to have that in NHL, huh? That's why someone I think was mentioned at one point is that NHL should actually be a subscription-based game. and like have a major roster. That's essentially what it is. Like have a major roster update coming out every year. They could probably make more money doing that and then just be better at updating it. But I don't know. Maybe they couldn't. I don't know. I'm sure that if they can make more money off it, they probably fucking considered it because it's EA. But yeah. Anyway, bit of a rant there. But yeah, that's where I am right now in video games. Man, I'm all fired up now, and I want to get back to playing Civ 5. I'm like, all right, when's this video gonna be done? I did a spaceship victory. I just got a cultural victory. I don't know. I might go for a diplomatic victory next. Hilariously, well, diplomacy and domination are the hardest ones to get. Space is probably the easiest. Culture, if you know how to build it right and you fucking go crazy, if you have a good, culture is all about a good start, man. You gotta fucking, why'd I scout that guy? He's only gonna be top 4. You gotta get yourself some early wonders, man. Anyway, probably half of you are like, what the fuck are you talking about? At least you can see what I'm doing on screen. I'm not talking about what I usually do, but you guys have heard it about 1,000 times at this point. And yeah, I do see your comments about making a scouting tutorial. I probably should. All right, you know what? I would want to look at some goalies here. Yeah. But I feel like what I do is not that pretty straightforward. But again, I'm also doing it, so I don't know. I feel like it doesn't really need a video. I could probably just explain it in a couple sentences, but maybe I should make a video and actually care about my channel a bit more. Not that I don't care. I love my channel. I love my community. It's just that I'm not trying to make it big anymore. I really was, and that was killing me mentally. It was literally, I started to hate it. Because I just wasn't succeeding, and maybe that's just me. Maybe I have this small little community, and that's who it is. That's what it is, and that's what you got to be happy with it. You gotta love whatever you have, and that's I'm truly okay with it. If it doesn't get any better, doesn't get any bigger, that's fine because it's led to so many cool things. Really, I'm casting esports. I'm a professional esports caster. I get paid for it now. Hell yeah. Last season's the first season. I have a contract. I'm getting fucking paid to talk about a video game that I love. Like, that times 2, man. Like, it's opened huge doors. I got to cast a game with James Cybulski last year. Yes, the voice of NHL 21. Probably most of you don't even know that I cast a game with James Cybulski. You guys got to catch up, man. NHL esports about to take off. All about the sixes. And yeah, I'm scouting hella deep in the goalies. We need to find a goalie. And that will do it. So probably way longer than I needed to on scouting because I was ranting and not paying attention and just kind of clicking on stuff. But hey, whatever. Back to the season here. Man, I'm getting all fired up. I got some chills talking about where this channel is taking me. It's crazy to think about when I started this, literally in like late 2014. I'm like, oh yeah, I'll get big, man. If I started out hardcore from the beginning, I probably would have been bigger. But at the time, I was dealing with a lot of issues, mainly alcohol, and I don't know. I just started it just because I was fucking bored. And then like 2000, I think it was 16, 17, I think is when I started to get actually serious about it, and that's when I was sober too. Coincidence? What the hell just happened? Nassen, that's right. I clicked on stuff. I'm just fucking telling my life story in this one. I don't know what's gotten into me, guys. I don't know. We're letting it fly here, though. Speaking of which, I'm just gonna, you know what? I'll let the thing speak. I'm just gonna talk about some life right here because I guess that's what we're doing. I've already said that. I'm gonna talk about some more life. It was more of an encounter with this person. She's an older lady. Very, very interesting. You can tell she's been around the block. She had a crazy life story. I love doing that, talking to older people. You guys should do it, by the way. They have incredible things to say. And if no one's there to listen, shit gets forgotten. And that's just heartbreaking. So yeah. She was telling me like that human beings are not necessarily scared of failure. Failure, especially if you have like kind of a negative, like you're scared of failure, but people are more scared of success because success means you had to bare your soul for the world to see in most cases. And that terrifies people. I know that terrifies me, and it's terrified me for a long time. And even right now, I wouldn't have been talking about this like to this sort of depth, but I'm in a really good place mentally. Look at that. James Neal got to keep his stat growth. Is it fixed? Yeah. I'm in a very good place in life. So it's like, Oh, good. Lambos is jumping up too. Look at that shit. Hell yeah. So, and that completely resonates with me, man. Because if you think about it, what it takes to have that sort of success, and our scenes continue to grow. Fuck yeah, keep going, buddy. Keep going. What it takes to have that sort of success and recognition, you have to look within yourself first of all, and that's so hard to do. It's so freaking hard to look within yourself and get right with yourself. Because even if you don't want to admit it, you have fucking issues. I don't care who you are. You have some fucking issues. You have some negative, toxic personality traits, either to yourself or to others. And if you don't deal with that, you're gonna be in a lot of pain throughout your life, emotionally, and then it'll lead to physical pain. It's incredible. If you've had a rough childhood, which I know I have, and some of you probably have as well, you deal with that when you're older. And then you have to find a way to sort of get right with that. Because if you don't, again, it just keeps steamrolling. A child mind has an exceptional way to deal with things where it'll shield parts of your brain off to protect the developing mind from being too traumatized in the moment. That trauma comes back in ways in the future, but it's in the moment you're protected. But yeah, you have to deal with that shit when it gets back. Anyway, Bell's not growing a huge amount yet. At least he's growing though. Kagadorov's growing a bit more, which is good. At least they're growing, as long as they grow, which it's tremendous. And Flood needs a bit more too. But yeah, so when you're an adult, you have to deal with that, or else you literally will suffer. And you see that a lot. You see angry people throughout your life, or people who are vindictive, people who are very judgmental. It's it's no statistician or psychologist, but I'm gonna say 90% of the time you see behavior like that, it's because that person does not like themselves in some way, and they're projecting their own insecurities, their own flaws onto other people, because they cannot. They've gotten to a point where they cannot look within themselves, or they just refuse to. Anyone can. It's more that they just refuse to. And so that's today's lesson for you guys out there, man. Look within yourself. And not just that. You don't have to beat yourself up. Look within yourself. Be okay with it. Care about it. Honestly, if you have a flaw, love that, because that's the only way that it's going to get better. Nurture yourself back to health. And honestly, and I know most of the people who watch this channel are males, we need to do that as males. We are taught to just fucking man up and shit, and that's bullshit. Don't listen to that. I don't care. You can hate what I say right now, but that's just because I'm just gonna say maybe you don't want to look at yourself. I'm not gonna pretend to know who you are. But if you're questioning or disagreeing with what I'm saying right now and saying, oh, you should man up and shit, nah, man. Trust me, that just leads to suffering. Why do you think men have such a shorter lifespan? Why do you think they have a higher rate of heart attacks and shit? You gotta okay, here we go. Injury. He's out for a while too, February. Alright. Life lessons with CYN, baby. There we go. I don't know. I don't know what kind of mood I'm in, but I just went on a crazy tangent. I don't know, man. Who knows? I had a very good day yesterday. I did a lot of self-care, did a lot of meditation, went for a 3-mile jog on top of a 5-mile walk. I did a lot yesterday. Finished off that Civ victory. Yeah, I did a lot of activity yesterday. Feels good. And also, normalize men taking baths, by the way. Y'all ever have a bath? That shit's amazing. Seriously, go, if you haven't in a while, and you can, take a fucking bath. Just, you forget, man. I really, I take in my 20s, I took probably barely double digits baths, and it was always because I had some kind of injury or something. I had a pinched nerve one time and on my back that was killing me. Injured ankle, injured foot. That was the only times I'd take baths and soak my shit or whatever. Bro, take some fucking baths. They're glorious. All right, scouting time. Alrighty. Getting deep today. Alright, so 24, 20, and 3, which is been kind of flying along. Haven't needed to pay too much attention to that. Are we actually in a playoff spot? I have no clue. Yeah, we're in a wild card spot. Somehow above the Blues. It's hilarious. We'll see. We might drop out of it, but the Blues ain't going to kick us out. And I think the Pacific is absolute dog shit. So, yeah, we're near 500, still hanging on to a playoff position. 56 points. We're far down. What the hell's wrong with the Pacific? Well, if we keep winning like that, it won't really matter. Yeah, we just beat another Pacific team. We're probably going to make the playoffs again. I don't see us not making the playoffs. Maybe we could sell a piece or something here at the deadline, but the Blues are right there. But we keep winning, so looks like it doesn't matter a whole hell of a lot if we just keep winning like this. Oh boy. Couple losses there in a row. Blues are on our tail, but not too well. It's because we didn't have Quick in there, I think. We had Saros in there doing better. And Scott, yo, he did pretty fucking good. How's that back up? Alright, we'll get Quickie back in there. And we'll send Scott back down. Scott's tots. Since he didn't have to clear waivers, that's why I brought him up. Don't want him either of those guys to get taken. I don't think they would, but still. It worked out well. Parsons jumped up huge, and then Scott was like perfectly there. Still listed as backup, and the other guy obviously going to be listed as starter, so I'm glad we went this direction. Worked out real well. Alrighty. So we're still freaking scoring, still winning, still holding on to that wild card spot. Lost to LA, but then we beat Arizona. We're still there, 69 points. Nice. 32-25, and what was it, 3? No, 5. James Neal above point per game. He's going to get... Is he going to get more stat growth? Can he get more stat growth? Do I have him extended? Or do I need to trade him? Oh, what? He went... Oh, so his... Okay, stat growth got eliminated, but he's going to get it again. And he might even get more this time. 34, dude, he might have 40 goals, which is ridiculous. It means Gambrell, oh, not as good as I was hoping that he was having. But, you know, it's still having a good year. 42 points plus 23. He's not on the power play, which is part of it. Let's put him in here instead of freaking Shaw. That's the one thing I could have done. I'm going to do it now anyway. A little late, but who cares? Get him a few more points. It's not like Kreider was killing it either. And Kreider's on... Oh, he's not on the power play. Oh, that's why I should have looked, I guess. Oh, who cares? Costin grew. That's what's important. We'll put Kreider here. Go with a shit ton of power forwards on this line. I don't really care. Whatever. Good gracious. Yeah. Wow. And we were getting some good stuff from people. Like, really good stuff. Pretty impressive, I gotta say. Let's actually see how we're stacking up here. I mean, the points from Neal, it's ridiculous. He's got a thing for doing well with expansion teams. Yeah, we've swapped our ratio a bit. Scored a bit more, allowed a few less goals. It's still not good, but it's good enough, I guess. Special teams have been consistent all year, too. Home record's terrible, but on the road, we're kicking ass, so we're letting the people down here. Forgot what I named the stadium. What did I name it? I can't remember. Whatever. We're not. I don't even gonna bother. We're not great by any means. So I don't really care about seeing how we stacked up. But look at this stuff, dude. Barry might actually win a Norris. Neal, 64 points. Amazing. Like he's just having a ridiculous year. Just sometimes people do that. So, yeah, this is the time we probably trade this guy at the draft. I mean, after this year, trade him to one of those true contenders. Even then. Or not. I don't know. We're a contender. Trade him fucking wherever. It's not like we're trading him at the deadline. That'd be fucked up. If I trade him at a draft year, you can do whatever the hell he wants. Anyway, Rust. 49 points. Backlund, 49. Gambrell's got 42, so he's still doing really good. He's going to hit 50. If I put him on the power play now, maybe he hits 60 points. Probably not. 18 games. You have to get 18 points in 20 games, which... It's possible, but he's at least going to be a 50-point guy, which is, it's going to be good for him. And I'm hoping it actually gives him some real growth, but I doubt it does. He's already 25. We'll see. He's kicking ass. He's a guy that you could, you know, him and Neal, really. You could trade either of them at the draft. More Gambrell would have, you know, theoretically, as a younger guy, be more higher priority for some teams, but... Still, you got James Neal doing that. It's a low risk to have him back on with 1 year. Look at Clutterbuck with 30 points. Yeah, Thick Richie didn't do anything this season. Kreider even. Yeah, he doesn't have power play time though, all things considered. But when you're getting outscored by Clutterbuck, that's not exactly just my fault of not giving you power play time and not caring enough. I was surprised that Forrest Bacher-Carlson is this low though. Whatever. But yeah, Barry, man, 54 points in 60 games played with a +10. If he keeps at this pace, he's got a shot to. He's gonna be in that Norris conversation. Like he's got to be. He's already got 50 assists. It's pretty crazy. Sanheim's got 30 points, only at -1 now. Slater Kook is doing way too good. He's doing like way too good on that top pairing. It's hilarious how good he's doing. And Mete and Foot are doing well. Did one of them? I thought I saw Foot grew a bit. No, he didn't. Maybe by 1. I don't think he did it all, though. Unfortunate. Yeah, Saros is doing all right. Quick not doing so hot. Yeah, I think that was when Quick went down, Saros started. Yeah, they're splitting time pretty evenly. I wish they would give more to Saros. I don't really care how they split them, to be honest. It's a 1A, 1B situation. We could trade one of them if we wanted to. No, never mind. Next year would be the year you could do that. He still got starter potential, so like theoretically you can trade Quick as a rental to a contending team who might want another goaltending option just in case an injury happens, you know? Or a team that needs a cheese goalie in a playoff position. I'd be okay with doing that. You could probably maybe get a first. Nah, you could probably not get a first, but get a second for him or something. Who knows? All right. -20 for Dzingel. So there's that. I want to make a trade here at the deadline. Like I want to ship a piece out, but it's like, let's see what we got for values. Is there anything even worth shipping out? God, look at Lambos, dude. He grew like a weed. Huge. Flood grew. Kagedorov and Bell grew. Arsene's up to 60 now. He continues to grow. Yeah, man. It's like no one's really standing out. Rust is extended, so we have him for a while. Backlund still got a couple years left. I wonder if Gambrell's value be much better at the draft. I kind of hope it is. James Neal. Okay, so it looks like they definitely made those values better. Although I think they're still weird when you have the scouts on and Fog of War off. Or Fog of War on. I like that Costin grew. He's up to an 82 now, man. Like, he started at 80. He's up to an 82. Solicitus third liner as well. Like, that's got to be real growth. I'll check that in a sec. Yeah, like, we don't have a ton of value. I think that this guy started, what, 64? Maybe he didn't. Maybe he was. I'll have to check on that. I hope he'll grow. But yeah, I mean, yeah, people, you know, you could trade Barry. But I mean, we signed him to use him, and I'm not going to do that. Sign a guy and then immediately trade him. That's pretty cheesy. So yeah, when you look at it, like Sanheim. If I can't extend him, I'll consider trading him. Honestly, if he doesn't want to come back, there's no reason to keep him. I like him. I would love to have him back. He wants to come back. That's not a bad deal. It's not great. And bump him up, that does no one any favors. So 4 years, take him up till he's like 30-ish. Let's see. What would that be? I think that'll be a decent deal. Won't be like incredible by any means, but it's like 5 million. You know what? That's fine. 5 by 4. If for where he's at, it's not great. Like, this is not team friendly, but we won't run into those issues in the next few years. So yeah, I'll sign him. Gonna need some guys in that area. Costin, maybe that's why you wanted some money, huh? Okay, see, that's better. I'll do 2 years. He'll be RFA again, so that'll be easy. We'll see if what he grows to and if we actually want him long term or something. So 275 for 2-year extension. That's really good for what he's bringing to the table. There we go. He's pretty demoralized though. Probably because he's not really producing that well. He's good. He's built well. Yeah, he's not really producing. Oh, never mind. He's not built incredibly. His offensive awareness is shit. Wow, what is he? More of a physical guy, I guess. Whatever. I'll extend him anyway. You don't get rid of a young guy when you're building an expansion team. Probably sign... not for that price. And Clutterbuck still didn't want to come back. But it's, again, we don't actually need him because we're going to have... He's 34 anyway, which is fine, because then we're going to have... Yeah, we got Kamano, who's now 79. Twarinski, who's 79. Both of these guys are grinders. 83 awareness. Kamano's got 84. Like, these guys are going to be fine. Yeah, we got some good grinders coming up there. We got them early. This is what you got. Okay, so I now have learned you got to get those guys early. Put them in good teaching situations, and then they could really pan out. Because remember, Kamano was only like 78 fully developed in this last one. He might get to 80 in this, which is, that 2 overall is a huge difference. Like, absolutely for a 4th liner. That's a huge, huge difference. So I'm liking that. I'm really liking that. I don't know. Like, we can make a trade, but like, at this point, fuck it. We're contending. I don't know. If we fall out, we fall out. Do we have? I don't know if we have another first for this year. Oh, we actually don't. Oh man, we're actually missing some picks. I don't want to trade any firsts. Shit. I mean, we could trade at the draft and shift around for some stuff. I want to get some picks back, but I mean, what the hell do we have to trade? We could trade quick now, I guess, but it's that extra. Oh no, we can't. We absolutely cannot. We could trade Saros now, but like, what are we going to get back for him? Not a whole lot. We got to try to get him like stat growth if we want to get anything good back for him. We got plenty of time to do it with Saros too. Plus, he's also just spot filling for us. Yeah, quick has 0 value. So yeah, it's like none of these guys you trade, they're all training up. Sanheim, we just signed him. Rust, Backlund. Honestly, I think if we make any moves, we make them at the draft. Because Neil should be, yeah, yeah. I think if we make any moves, we make them at the draft. We don't have the value to really get anything that we want right now. Wolf, and I think we drafted mostly like 2-way guy. That's a power forward, which we could theoretically trade him, but what are you going to get for that? You can't even get a second for that. You can't even sell, really. I don't think there's any reason for us to move here. Yeah, I really don't think there's any reason for us to make moves. I think we just hold. Just hodl, bro. Just hodl. All right, let's check the progress reports because I want to see if that Klim Kostin growth is real. I'm hoping it is. Hope it's not just morale. Is it really? No, it's a bit of growth. Awareness and offense. His awareness has went up. That's weird. He started at 80. Maybe he was demoralized. Whatever. He's right here. He's still 22. He could still get better. So keep playing him in his role. Hopefully he gets a nice offseason jump. This is the negative when our training isn't very good here. So our teaching. So that's the only thing. But Klim Kostin, I wasn't expecting him to be a huge piece. He's not even built well. So I don't really care. I'll look for the better coaches this next year with good teaching for sure. But yeah, really everyone was trash. All right, let's check out in the system now. Good. Blaine jumped up. This is a guy, I think we got him. He was like 40-something when we got him. Looks to be that way. Good growth from him. That's very good growth in this first year. Lambos, exceptional. This is exceptional growth out of Lambos. He could actually be a point-scoring threat along with tremendous shutdown. This guy, yeah, he could be solid. I'm loving it. What tremendous growth out of Lambos here in this first season. Crazy good. Hutchins, I mean, he grew. That Anderson guy grew too. I doubt he really becomes anything, but I mean, it's growing all the way across the board. Sugarl's grown too. I mean, we really got some good stuff. Arsene, offensive awareness. Ooh, his puck skills are shit. I wish they would grow a bit more. They might not though. That'll be bad if they don't grow much more. We need him to have like one good year of puck growth. Oh man, he's so built weird. Just, I don't care. To make it to the NHL, and I'll probably use you in some weird way. He's built really weird though. I'm not a huge fan of it, but he's got that leadership. And so if he makes it, if he continues to grow, like, he can, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. He's at 60 now and 19. And this is at the deadline. So add this with like a jump in off season, I think we could maybe be in good shape. This guy's grown a lot. Like, we've just had some good growth. Very, very good growth early. I usually don't see this early on, like this good of growth. Kaigadorov could use a bit more, but he's growing and in ways that we want him to. He already started decent overall as well. Speaking of which, let's go to that. Flood, that's a little worrying that he's only grown that much. He's playing. Bell didn't grow a whole lot either. At least Kaigadorov's grown a lot. And our CYN, so they'll still grow. They're not gonna bust or anything like that. At least I hope not. We kind of really needed Flood to grow a bit more than this though. That's for sure. But whatever, he's got more time. He should still get an off-season jump, and he'll be fine. I don't know if we'll get like true top 2, but he'll be good. Alrighty. So that's that, and that may be our thing. We might not have those star power players. We might have a lot of like we may have a first and second line that are pretty identical. We may have first 3 lines that are identical, and then like a third line killer grinder line. I don't know how this is going to pan out. I've never done this, but yeah, we'll see. We shall see, and you know, it just might work. We might just have something that works. So, yeah. All right. I don't know, guys. You let me know. Maybe I'll try to make some trades at the deadline. I just don't see a whole lot to do. Maybe you guys are seeing something that I'm not. So if you do, let me know in the comments. Remember to hit that like button, and I'll see you guys in the next one.